something very special. It's a topic I've actually been wanting to talk about for a while now. I just keep forgetting. Speaking of forgetting, the topic of today's session story time is gonna be ADHD. That's right, ya girl, along with every other human being on this planet, is diagnosed with ADHD. Yippee! And so today I'm just gonna go ahead and talk to you guys about how I got diagnosed, how it's been helpful to pick apart my behavior and how I deal with it now. I just decided to make my own pre-roll. I didn't buy any this time just because, I don't know, I wanted something homemade. I ended up getting diagnosed as soon as I turned 20. Actually, I moved up here to Orlando in the year 2023 and I started going to therapy. And every therapy session I had with this therapist, 4 or 5 sessions go on and she decides to pop the infamous question on me of, hey, did your parents ever take you to go get diagnosed as a child for ADHD or autism? And I just kind of shook my head and went, no. Why? Sweetie, you show a lot of signs of ADHD. It blew me away and I was just like, what? Excuse me? The year 2023 is when Kat gets diagnosed with ADHD. Fun times. But realistically, getting that diagnosis from her only made my childhood and my past behavior actually make sense in my own eyes. It opened my eyes to a few explanations as to why I did the things that I did growing up. You always hear the typical ADHD kids are loud and they can't sit still, they have a hard time focusing, they need help in school. I was very good in school. I used to get straight A's, I would always ace my tests and quizzes, I would turn in my homework on time. Sure, I didn't like studying and found it hard to focus during some boring stuff at school, but who didn't? I thought that was normal. I had my parents, specifically my dad, I had him at my back throughout all of my school years. I feel like I was on top of everything because he was right there to support me and by my side. So when I eventually graduated high school and got into college and moved away from home, that's when everything started crumbling, which lines up perfectly to when I did start struggling, because in college I would barely go to class, I would skip out on my classwork and homework if it didn't interest me. I ended up going through a really big school burnout. That's what I wanted to call it. I wanted to think of it as overgoing to school, educational burnout. That's what I thought of it. Hence the fucking dropout. Not just once, but twice. Yeah, I ended up dropping out of fucking college twice because I thought the first time was just bad luck. But nope. Another thing that kind of I pinpointed in my past is I now know these as hyperfixations. As a kid, I couldn't stick to one hobby. I jumped from sports to ballet. I jumped from being on the Nintendo and the Wii U to reading books and drawing on my notebook. They would usually be in quick bursts as well. It's very rare that I actually kept a hyperfixation from when I was a kid. I kind of grew out of most of them. Nowadays, you'll have me going on a hyperfixation about Five Nights at Freddy's or Hazbin Hotel. Or Hell of a Boss. I would always want to try a little bit of everything. Something piques my interest and I'd be like, oh, can I go ahead and try that thing? Another thing that made a lot of sense in my childhood, kind of relating to school in a sense, I was always loudest kid in the room. I was very outgoing. I was very weird. It was hard for me to make a lot of friends, to be honest. Most people just didn't really know what to do with me. That's my perspective, at least. The only friends I had were because I was such an academic scholar. That made a whole lot of sense in my childhood. And that leads me to say, I'm gonna go ahead and open the conversation out to you guys. Go ahead and let me know in the comments down below if you guys have ADHD, autism, ADD, you know, kind of like in that spectrum. If you guys have it, let me know some of your stories down in the comments below. I'd love to read them and just kind of like see the differences or the similarities on how we experience ADHD. Sorry. I need a water break. Stay hydrated, guys. I live in the heat balls that is frickin' Florida. And it's still hot as fuck. Last topic I'm gonna go ahead and talk about, excuse me, is how I actually learned to kind of like incorporate ADHD and how I'm still learning about stuff about myself to this day. Because like I said, my diagnosis is from 2023. It's only been 2 years. Imagine if you could master ADHD in 2 years. I'd have my bachelor's by now. I just realized what I said. I'd have my associates. See, this is why I'm not in college anymore. Some of the things I've kind of been able to pinpoint about myself is my overstimulation. It's kind of weird, but not weird. I guess I'll let you be the judge of that. A good example for me is textures. I'm sure I've got a few people's attention with that. A texture that I absolutely hate is dress pants or like dress skirts. I don't know how to describe it. I'd have to look at it. I don't want to touch it, but I'd have to look at it. It's like you should know what type of material I'm talking about. Like, it makes me icky. It makes my legs feel itchy. It makes me uncomfortable, and I would rather rip them into shreds in favor of my pajama pants because they are soft, comfy, and they have a lot of characters on them. Another thing about today is like the friends that I have, like when it comes to ADHD and autism, including my boyfriend. My boyfriend actually has ADD. If you guys want to hear a little bit about that, we do have a video up about how we got together. But in that video, we do end up talking about ADHD and ADD a little bit. So if you want to hear a little bit from his side and a little bit more from my side compared to what you would get in this video, be sure to go ahead and check that out. I will leave it either up here in the corner or in the link down in the description below, whichever one I decide to do, honestly. I don't know. But having friends that are also neurodivergent is actually really helpful and really nice. Like masking. You didn't have to put up a mask for people that are also neurodivergent because they understand like at least a little bit of what you feel and how you think because they also experience the same shit as well. Like very similar like type of like diagnoses, you know? Having friends like that has helped me understand more of like my triggers and like how to calm back down from like especially ADHD paralysis where like I'm really focused on a task, I'm hyper fixated, I'm focused, and once I actually get done with the task or like I'm so close to finishing, half of the time I'll just kind of like stop and just disassociate. Like I'll just stare off into nothing and my face would go just like flat. And my friends would kind of like have to like pull me away from it, snap me out of it, like give me some of my comfort items. Like I said, like Five Nights at Freddy's, I'll watch Markiplier videos about it. Freaking, let me listen to some of my music on Spotify. I make playlists for this shit. Like, there is stuff that I have developed to help calm me down and bring me back from like hyper moments when it comes to my ADHD. Especially with my boyfriend, with him having ADD hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell to receive notifications every time I post a new video, so you never miss anything that I put up. Because trust me, it is gonna get good once I get past the procrastination. Trust me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.